Hello guys, it's Super GT here, welcome to the video. So I've fancied something a bit different compared to the Sports GT League. So I've headed into the B-Class hoppers, where I'm expecting nothing but carnage as we head into Turn 1 at Spa. Probably the biggest car park in the world. Well, let's see. Yeah, look at that, many cars parked up at Turn 1. I'm going to get rammed by a Honda S2000 on my inside as we come out. Gained a few positions there. I started 20th, gained 6 positions just by avoiding spinning round as we come into Eau Rouge. Let's see what happens here. This is where it always kicks off. Looks like it's fairly clean this time actually. Guy on my right there gets smashed off to the side of the track. We're coming up to... I'm going to get this wrong again, aren't I? Is this the Alpha or is it the Lotus? That's an Alpha, yes. From behind it really looks like a Lotus, and people have picked me up on that before. Now I've said a Lotus, but it's actually an Alpha. So yes, I got that right that time. That is an Alpha. As we come at the end of the Kemmel Straight into the chicanes here, a lot of smoke. I can't see what's going on. Guys coming back on the track, but it looks like everyone got through just about all right. And coming into the tricky corner here. This one's really got hardly any grip, and you have to wait so long before you can get on the throttle. We've got a guy wide here. I'm going to go around his outside and just about cut across. Just about got in front of him there and not get tagged. And the Honda S2000 here. I'm going to go around his outside as we come into Pouhon. I've actually been here in real life. I watched the 2010 Grand Prix from this corner. That was a good experience. Not as good as experience as actually racing in a B-Class race like this, scything through the grid from 20th to 8th, halfway round lap 1. I see more smoke up ahead. I'm getting a bit sideways in the BMW. This is the old M3. I can't remember who the tuner's by. I'll get that for you and put it in the description. But anyway, last sector now, coming through the double right-handers onto the long straight at the back of the circuit. Can I get a decent exit here onto the straight? Got a Renault Clio and a Civic, is it, ahead of me. I'm going to slipstream the Clio for now, and let's see what happens. I'm going to dive up the inside. No, am I? Just about. No, he doesn't want to let me go, so I'm going to hold back and wait for the hairpin. He's been tagged. He's going to go wide, and now I'll be able to get past the Clio at least. Looks like we've got a guy going really wide there. I'm going to dive up the inside, or at least cover the inside, and that guy is not taking a good line. The Clio has totally got that all wrong. Not sure what he was thinking there. The Civic took to the escape road, or the corner cut road, shall we call it, as that's a really popular road actually on this track. I like to call it the corner cut road. Pretty much everyone takes it. I'm going to tap him wide. He's kept control. I'm going to let him stay ahead because that was my fault. It's my responsibility to pass cleanly if I'm the one passing, and I didn't do that, so I'm going to let him stay ahead as we come into Eau Rouge for the second time out of 2. Coming through, get nicely on the apex, and don't actually have to cut the corner there. Someone's in the wall. I'm not sure what happened to him, but that's clearly not good for his race as we come down the Kemmel Straight, one of the longest straights in the game. And I'm going to pull out the slipstream. I'm not sure where he's going to brake, and he's got on the brakes in decent time, so we're okay there. And look at this guy in second in a Honda S2000, yet another blue Honda S2000s. I'm getting deja vu here. There are so many Honda S2000s in this lobby, and again this corner is so tricky. You just have to get it hooked up and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, and now you can get on the throttle. Looks like they're getting a bit feisty up ahead as the Honda S2000 is sending out a plume of smoke there, obstructing my view as if he was a James Bond villain trying to escape. But we come into Pouhon second time. All 3 of us get a decent grip through here, and on the exit I'm going to run slightly wide onto the curb and have a look up the inside. Is it going to work? Got my nose there, but that's not enough, so I'm going to pull out of that overtake and see if I can do one a bit later. So I can afford to be a bit patient here and hope that these two wipe each other out, which could happen. This isn't a league race, by the way, so the level of driver isn't quite as high, although these two guys are quick, I must say. So coming onto the back straight now, coming up to Blanchimont. The kart circuit is on the right hand side there. I don't know if you can see that over the wall. Coming into Blanchimont here, let's see how quickly all three of us can take it. And the Honda S2000 hooked up nicely. All three of us hooked up nicely there actually. What's going to happen into the hairpin, into the chicane? Can I gain any positions? So I'm going to get the brakes nice and early, and they're going to... oh, they're just going to cut the corner. So I was right about corner cut road. That's the route that most people like to take through there, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I think Turn 10 really need to sort that out, because there's just no point in actually taking the proper line, because if everyone else just takes the corner cut, you're just not going to succeed at all. So that needs serious reworking. But I'm proud of 4th place, I guess, from 20th. That's a gain of 16 places. And when you consider those two guys were cutting all the corners, that could have easily been second. Getting the second quickest lap there, or third is it? So not too bad. So in the BMW M3, a decent car for B class as it turns out. Not the best on turning. Seems a bit nervous when you turn in and wants to oversteer just after. So if you can control that, then you've got yourself a decent car. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the like button if you like the video, and I shall see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.